On the paper talk today, we'll be looking at Erik Ten Hag rumours. Yes, there could be a deal on the horizon to bring him to Old Trafford. That's a new one for me. I didn't even know we were looking at him. Shock horror. We've also got some quotes from Ralph Rangnick on Marcus Rashford and a message to Louis Van Gaal, who's unfortunately got cancer. So there's a message from the club and a message from us as well, wishing him well. Let's check it out. Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. This is the paper talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford where it's drizzly, so it's not too bad. It's not spitting, get them in. It's just a bit of drizzle. We'll get straight into it. Loads of stories to get through, including the obligatory Erik Ten Hag update. Where would we be without one of them? We've also got some Ralph Rangnick quotes that are doing the rounds this morning, obviously from the post-match reaction from the Leicester City draw. Shock horror, we've drawn another game. And there's also a story about Louis Van Gaal, which I'll start off with. Louis Van Gaal has some sad news that he's got prostate cancer. Now, I say it's sad news. There's been a reaction from the club, and as far as I can see, he is getting the treatment. It looks like he's going to be okay, if that's the right word. The club have issued a statement saying everybody at Manchester United, or a tweet I should say, everybody at Manchester United is fully behind our former manager, Louis Van Gaal, in his battle even against cancer. Sending you strength and courage, Louis. And then a heart emoji. And there's a story in the BBC website, on the BBC website, that says Louis Van Gaal, former Man United manager, reveals he has prostate cancer. And then it goes on to say that he said he kept the news from the players during the recent international break. And there's a quote from him saying, "I didn't want to tell it to my players because it could have influenced their performances." So shows the sort of determination he's got. You know, I'm not going to tell you anything because I want you to play to your best of your ability. He added, "In each period during my time as manager of the national team, I had to leave in the night to go to the hospital without the players finding out until now, while thinking I was healthy, but I am not." So, looks like he's getting the treatment he needs, and as far as I can see from sort of other reports, he will be taking Holland to Qatar. He spoke out about the World Cup, didn't he, in Qatar? But I think Holland, you know, he will be leading them to that one. And just to echo the club's thoughts, we wish Louis Van Gaal well, and we hope he makes a full recovery. Moving on from that, we've also got some Ralph Rangnick quotes. There's some quotes here, obviously, from the Leicester City game, talking about recruitment. He says Manchester City and Liverpool have built together and recruited over a period of 5 or 6 years, all of them under the premise of how the coaches want to play. I told the board this is what has to happen. We know that we need a proper plan, a proper structure in place. Ralph Rangnick is going to go in as a consultant once he's finished as interim manager. Hopefully he'll have some influence, and hopefully he can get the board to listen to his ideas when it comes to the structure of a club. We know he's done that before. He's done that at the RB clubs. He's done that at Lokomotiv Moscow. He can help sort of build a club up, really. And we need a bit of that because we've had bankers making decisions over the football manager and making transfer decisions and that sort of thing, and it's just not worked. He's also going to speak about Marcus Rashford. He says, he says, with Marcus, it's no secret that he's not having the best of time right now. It has to do with rhythm and confidence as well. And yeah, again, it's our job to help him get his confidence back. And that is why I decided to bring him on. Obviously, Marcus Rashford could have got the winner, really, in the last minute there, if he wasn't tackled by his own player. A bit of a comedy of errors, wasn't it, really? Anthony Elanga tackling him, Bruno Fernandes appealing for a penalty. I don't know what was going on there. It just sort of sums up Manchester United's season at the minute. He also goes on to say, Rangnick, in the end, he has to do it himself, but the only thing we can do is speak to him regularly and tell him what we expect and what he should do. The rest has to be done by himself. So yeah, I mean, he's sort of pointed out there. We know Marcus Rashford's not been playing well. It's a bit of a shame he didn't get that goal because that could have kick-started maybe a bit of his return to form. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. Though we just need Marcus Rashford to get playing like he used to, or at least getting the goals and assists like he used to. Although obviously he could do without his teammates sort of tackling him. But just like I said earlier, it shows where we're up to at the minute. It's just everything seems to be going wrong at Manchester United, and I'm almost at a point now where the sooner the season ends, the better. Erik Ten Hag, a little bit of an Erik Ten Hag update because we need one of them, don't we? There's a story doing the rounds this morning in the Express. Says that Manchester United are very close to appointing Erik Ten Hag as Ajax boss near his Old Trafford job. It says there, the Ajax boss has become the front-runner for the post in recent weeks, despite the club also having other managers on their radar. We know the other managers are obviously Mauricio Pochettino and Luis Enrique. And it says a blockbuster move to Old Trafford is edging closer as the Red Devils look to become a force in the Premier League once again. It then goes to quote Sky Sports' Angelo Mangiante, sorry if I've butchered that one, has now said that Ten Hag is very close to being named as the next Manchester United manager, though he does want a final answer from the club as soon as possible. And I found a quote from Angelo Mangiante that they're referencing, and he just says that. He says that for Erik Ten Hag is very close, then he goes on to say, for sure, he wants a final answer from United as soon as possible. In any case, compensation for Ten Hag is not an issue for Manchester United. So it looks like we're in the sort of final stages of Erik Ten Hag coming to Manchester United. I don't know whether you're looking at it now and you think the club are seeing the fact that top four is done in it. It was done, I think, before the Leicester game anyway, but now it's nailed on that we're not going to get top four. So is that going to spur them on to think, okay, we need a bit of good PR, we need to make a decision, and we need to give the fans something to be happy about? Here's the new manager, or the new manager's been sorted. I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens. As always, we'll keep you posted. It does look like Erik Ten Hag is the favourite, and it looks like a deal could be imminent. We're finally getting to that stage of the season where we're talking about imminent deals. And this time it's not Jadon Sancho, it's Erik Ten Hag. As always, we'll keep you posted with any updates. We'll have the Paddock podcast later on this afternoon. We'll also have loads of videos. We're going to be talking to some more journalists that are ITK, as they say, about the current situation. So we'll be getting an update from them. And we're also, towards the end of the season, I wish it was towards the end of the season, to be honest with you. Towards the end of the week, we'll be looking towards the Everton game. And in between that, we'll have the Paddock Live as well. So there's loads of good stuff to look forward to. So make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. Let's get to 700,000 subscribers by the end of the season. With your help, yes, you, we can do it. I've been Jay. This has been the Paper Talk outside relatively drab Old Trafford in more ways than one. Thanks for watching.